Hello Leo, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you for it. With that said, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so on the website address below. And before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help us all on our paths to our highest vibrational good. So what I was saying is, who else for the key to the week is going to get the Sun card? Of course it had to be Leo, right? If you are celebrating this week, a happy damn birthday to you. Remember to feel your solar return with a little bit of everything that you want this entire year to have in it. Be happy, be bright, have an amazing time so that you can have an amazing year ahead. Now, remember, whenever we see this card, the Sun card enhances or puts a spotlight on all of your blessings, and it diminishes or detracts from all of your challenges should they come up, right? So this is reminding you to have a fun, joyous, vibrant, happy week. And remember, sometimes, you know, the problem is when some people, it's kind of like astrology. A lot of people come to this with a very hand open mentality, like, well, you know, if nothing just fell out of the sky as a gift for me, then I suppose it never came true. Well, did you have a really easy week? Was it easy breezy? Was it happy? Was it abundant in that respect? Sometimes it's just feeling good. And you know what? There's never enough of that as far as I'm concerned. For your, or should I say our, actions and options, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So this is great, right? For a lot of you this week, you could be planning a holiday. You could be, it looks like a lot of you are literally taking what looks like a short trip. This could be a short, in fact, it looks like a trip to either some sort of, maybe like a camping trip, or for others of you, this is going to be like a seaside trip. But it does look like you are visiting a place of natural beauty, and it does look like you are hopping in the car to get there. So there's some sort of commute coming up. You know, this could be at a distance. It could be you going to the seaside for the day, for the weekend. This is just a really lovely energy. And because this is your actions and options, it kind of suggests as well this week you are looking to explore not only your local environment a little bit more, but you are paying a lot more attention to your personal goals. This is a very good week for you to start to envision your future. This is a great week for visualization. This is a phenomenal week for you to put energy out there into the universe towards some specific goal that you want, especially if it's a material or financial goal. So for our communications and conversations, we've got the Strength card right underneath the Sun. This is really about just coming from that heart space. This is about being, if you haven't seen it, please check out the weekly general. This is about being in that warrior energy, in that beautiful, light-hearted, gentle soul, gentle spirit, warrior energy. And when this comes up in your communications and conversations, look at this. The sun is literally shining on the Strength card. This could be a week where you are either offered something, where you are put in the spotlight for something. It could be where somebody calls on you for something. And at first, you might just think, oh, you know, maybe I'm just doing somebody a favor. And you realize that it's suddenly such a much bigger deal. Now, look at this. It looks like whatever it is that you're being asked to collaborate on, work on, be a part of, it does feel to me like this is very likely something that's going to make you shine. This is very likely to be something that puts you out there on the wider world stage. This could see you reaching a lot more people in some way, shape or form. It could see you really being in that power energy. Sorry, I've got that bloody itchy nose thing again, which is driving me mad. With the Strength card as well, this is about what you want, what you care for in your heart of hearts, at the depths of who you are. This is what you really focus on. And that Strength card always says to you, you have much more strength and courage than you know. And in a way, I'm kind of talking to you. I mean, there's a certain part of the Leo population that I call them the silent dignity type, because, you know, a lot of Leo energies are, you know, like me, loudmouth, you know, I'm really joking, but you know, they're you know, very aware of themselves and they're bright and bubbly. But then you get the other type of Leo who's quite, you know, they've still got that bubbly nature, they've still got that sort of dignity about them, but they're very much, they're like the silent character, a bit more so, and this kind of feels like I'm talking to you guys. I think in some way, shape or form, you're going to be brought out of that shell this week. There's certainly the opportunity for you to be brought forward, or in some way, shape or form to shine, because it's coupled with that sun card. In some way, shape or form, all of us, whether you're sun, moon or ascendant, you are being put out into the spotlight. And the strength card says you do have the strength to be seen. You do have the courage for people to know who you are, to know what your story is, to know what you're about. By putting yourself out there in some way, shape or form, these bigger goals, these bigger hopes, dreams and aspirations that you have, they have all the chance and all the energy behind them that they need in order to come through, in order to come into fruition. So really, this week, when you are presented with the opportunity to shine, crank it the fuck up and shine, all right? For our money and materials, we have the Ace of Wands, right? So, I mean, I don't want to sit here and brag or anything, but, I kind of said... Ace of Wands, right? This is passion, it's power, it's vibrancy, it's sexuality, it's fun. This is about true creativity, but it's about that spark of energy that you have to get going on something, to start creating something, to start moving towards something. What are your financial goals? What are your long-term financial goals? What is the future that you want to create for yourself on a material level, on a monetary level, on a practical level? Where is it that you envision your life to go? Because this week you could be presented with some kind of opportunity to at least cement the foundations that you can build those hopes and dreams on. Your aces are always fresh starts or new beginnings in some way, shape or form. Underneath the Knight of Pentacles, a very select few of you could find a car that is an absolute steal. Like, you could find it could be in brilliant condition, nothing wrong with it. So maybe somebody just wants a quick sale. Ace of Wands would be a quick sale, and so therefore they want rid of it. Maybe, somebody is selling an item that you've always wanted for an amazing price. There could be some sort of exchange of money this week, but whatever it is you're getting, it's an absolute bargain. Like, this is really good news when it comes to finances, especially if you're purchasing something this week. Now, underneath your money, or on top of this, you have the Knight of Pentacles, right? Which is talking about starting to initiate some sort of longer term financial or material goal of yours, and moving towards it this week. This is like that initiation point. Whatever you start this week is very likely to have very long lasting ripples. So pay attention. When it comes to money, if you are a writer, if you are an artist, if you are a content creator in some way, shape or form, this is going to be a great week for you. If there's something that you keep telling yourself, I'm going to do this, but it's not ready yet. I'm going to do this, but it's not ready yet. I really want to do, but it's not ready yet. These cards are telling you that it is ready, and you've got to have the courage. This is one of those weeks where you've got to get started. Even if you're doubting yourself, you start anyway. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, this is a great week for you to start some sort of exercise regime. Remember, the strength card can sometimes be your physical body. And with that Eight of Wands, this is about having a lot of energy, having loads of energy behind you in order to start some sort of regime, maybe some sort of a diet. Health looks good this week because you've got bags of energy. Use this energy now and, do what you can in order to really enhance those benefits. And then finally, when it comes to the home, it looks like there is a big change coming to the home. And it's interesting because Cancer had this a very similar message, but it looks like there's some sort of change to the home. So if this isn't specifically a move, it means that you are initiating some sort of maybe even a building project on the home in order to change it. For your love and relations, you have the High Priestess. For those of you that are single, this week you could be intuitively drawn to somebody. There could be somebody that has a lot of mystery or an air of mystery about them that you just seem to, maybe you meet them like once, maybe you swap numbers and you hit it off over messages and you just can't help yourselves, and it kind of just goes and goes and goes. This is a very powerful week for that kind of energy. Even love looks good. I mean, all of these sectors this week, everything just looks so promising, which is beautiful. For those of you that are partnered, this High Priestess looks like you are either sharing something with each other. Maybe there's a secret that needs to be told. For some of you that are single as well, and maybe even for some of you that are partnered, I ain't here to judge. But this week it could be like a clandestine relationship. Maybe, the person that you are, if you're single, maybe the person that you're schmoozing with is not single. If you're not single and you're schmoozing with somebody, maybe it could be you. But it does look like there could be some extracurricular activities taking place this week. For those of you that are partnered and in your happy relationship, it looks like this week there could be a lot of sexy times, and it looks like you could be maybe, acting out some of each other's deepest fantasies or something of that nature. This could be a very great week for partners who are above board about everything, and there could just be a genuine psychic awareness of each other and what you need. Like, this could be one of those weeks where you have that mind-blowing sex, like the kind of sex where you're like, were you in my head? Like, because whatever you was doing, it was all of that. Like, it could be like that if you're in a partnership, and even if you're not as well, if you're single and you're meeting somebody for the first time, like, it could just be that explosive kind of click, which can sometimes be a bit of addictive. So, there's nothing here that suggests to me anything, that's surreptitious or that kind of bothers me. I have to be honest. I mean, like I said, I ain't here to judge. If you're single, if you're not single, then it's none of my business, but I'm just giving you the energy. With that said, if it's not too personal, let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.